Hi, I'm Bowen Cairns.
And I'm Adam Becker.
And you're watching the Pinburgh B Division Finals from April 2012. We're about to watch Fast Draw with Johnny Monica, Mahesh Murthy, Paul McGlone, and Phil Birnbaum.
And they're going to be playing Fast Draw, which is a 4-player EM. Pretty simplistic game. They've got the 2 holes up at the top, which can be lit from anywhere from 1 to 4,000, depending on if they have the ABC in lanes and rollovers at the top lit. And there's the drop targets down at the bottom, which are a little dangerous, but can make some good points if you drop them all down. There's 2 center targets on each side that'll be worth 5,000 a pop.
Yeah, it's really an interesting design. Have those 5 banks of drops, and when you make the whole 5 bank, it pops up this one spot target, the black target, and gives you a 5,000 payoff. But it's very hard to achieve that, and you really have to actively go for that specifically. Players may play for that, or they may play for the top, trying to fall into those holes for basically free points as they go.
And they may even get some extra bonus from hitting those stand-ups up top as well.
Yeah, those spot targets up in the upper left and upper right, you can hit those in the bumpers, go off the bumpers into the holes. This is also a game where nudging in the top area of the playfield can give the advantage to some players. I actually expect Phil Birnbaum to do really well here. He seems to specialize in the EM games, and he's shown that throughout the Pinburgh tournament, playing very well on them. And we'll see how all 4 of these guys do here on Fast Draw. Johnny Monica leads off, having won the previous game. In the Pinburgh rounds, the winner of a game is given the last choice of order, and usually a player will play last if they can. And boy, what a great ball there. 50 points.
Basically a house ball there. Johnny didn't even get a chance to flip, barely.
Man, 50 points. How do you get 50 points on this game?
Well, rewind the video and you can find out.
There's 50 points for Mahesh. Oh, good. He's got 100 now.
And he's rolled over that B, so that'll light the upper holes for 2,000 points now. But it seems like he's actively going after those drop targets.
Yeah, so each drop target advances bonus. So it's basically an extra 1,000 points. And falling into that hole, $3,000 right there. It's a great value for not doing much of anything.
And it seems a heck of a lot safer than going after those drop targets, because it does kick it up into the pops, and you should be able to get control on the way back down.
You can get control on the way down, or you can even, in that case, almost fell into the hole the second time.
Yeah, so it seems like the holes may be the place to go, and that's what Mahesh seems to be sticking with right now. Maybe he's figured out that that's the safer bet.
And he's just rolled over the A. A nice rollback completes ABC for him, and there's no benefit to ABC other than advancing the bonus, but adds value to those holes. Crowd cheering for a 24,000 ball one.
Not much he could have done on that outlane drain. It was just, it's an EM. Sometimes it's going to go. It's going to go.
No, there's nothing over there to help the player either. Here's Paul. Paul picking up A, B real quick. If you can get that C. And just a little too hard off the drop target. Again, like you said, nothing he could do there. But watch it go and go. Let's play the next ball.
And that's sometimes the risk going after those drop targets, unfortunately.
That's absolutely right. EMs in Pinburgh are set for 5-ball play, so they'll each have 4 more chances. Phil will have 5 chances. Yeah, 4 chances.
Yeah, apparently 4 chances, so...
Didn't get a flip on that ball, but he's in second place thanks to Johnny Monica's 50-point ball.
And it's funny by the way neither of those players got their flipper on it, but somehow Phil ended up in the lead.
All right, and here he's taking off here, going for those drops. He might bounce this over. Nice bounce over to get a clean shot at another drop. Johnny tends to be a little bit of an on-the-fly player. Very few complete catches for him. But he's got BC, so those holes are 3,000s.
Well, it seems to be working out for him so far, so if that's the way he plays, it's the way it works.
And there's ABC completely. And there's a situation where maybe he doesn't want to go for the drops. Because he must have bounced around a whole lot there without hitting any of them. And now he's got the hardest drops of all, the top and bottom on each side.
And the side-to-side motion from hitting those drops is just really risky. And there's the exact reason why it's so risky.
That's an excellent point. Hitting those drop targets is just doom, and the game is built that way. The game is trying to make you hit those to drain. There's a pretty solid ball by Johnny, 17,000.
Yep.
Let's put him into second place for now as Mahesh takes over.
Mahesh still hasn't gotten any of his rollovers, unfortunately, so those holes aren't worth as much as they could be.
Hey, 1,000 is 1,000, man.
I guess points is points at the end of the day.
Yep. Rolls over to the A. Yeah, that's how you do it. There we go. Oh, yeah, those holes are 2,000 now. And 3,000. Alright, so there, it's hard to tell whether Mahesh was going for the drop or trying to get back up in the upper area. But once you got enough of those letters, getting up back up top is pretty valuable. But still, another solid ball. 41,000 for Mahesh through 2 balls. That is, he's looking at a really strong score already.
Yeah, that's a great start considering it's only been 2 balls in so far. Oh, and that was a tough tilt from Paul there.
Smart move, but just a bad bounce. He got housed off of that black drop target right into the bumper to the right of the B. And normally you think there's no slingshots in this game. I can't be in danger right here. And the game just said, no, you are. You're done. So I know I would have tilted there too. Oh, there's a good save by Phil.
And those slap saves are even harder on these EMs, so that was pretty impressive.
In the hole for $3,000.
And another. And he's got his ABC.
$4,000. At full ABC action. It's hole time.
Let's see if he can get the hole. He's trying.
Yeah, he's aiming in the right places to get those caroms.
And there it is.
And there it is. I'm surprised not to see him doing a little bit more with the game action at the top, but he may be spooked by the tilt that we saw from Paul. These guys are on these games for the first time, and there's no way to know where the tilt is set without losing a ball trying.
With a 5-ball game, it's something you should try because, you've got some time to make it up in case something bad does happen, but it is the final, so that's probably got them a little bit on edge too, and Johnny with another house ball almost basically there.
Yeah, Johnny in a tough spot with 21,000, but Paul hasn't put much on the board yet. Mahesh in the lead with 41,000. We're hearing some action on Funhouse from the A-Division final in the background. Hopefully we'll get a video of that game sometime soon. I heard it was a pretty good game.
I'm sure eventually we'll see something. Let's see if Mahesh can pad his lead here. Looks like he's going after the drop targets.
So an interesting choice. Again, now he's got some letters. He's got 3,000 on those holes at the top, and he's still going for drops. And yes, There it is. What you said. The side-to-side action of aiming for those drop targets, especially the lower ones, it seems, is just death.
Yeah, it's not exactly a safe bet, but there are a lot of points, and maybe they just don't realize how many points are available to them in the holes.
Full trap for Paul. He's only got 5,000 on the board. Over drops.
They got 2 there. That was nice. Only 1 left on the left-hand side right now.
So if he makes a full bank of 5, does that start the 5,000s, or does he have to make all 10 drops?
He has to make all 10 drops for that.
Oh, mackerel! That's going to be a real challenge. Is there any bonus for finishing just one half, like 1/5?
Nothing. You got to get all of them.
Whew. And there it is. There's a 5, and you're right. Yeah, boy. Oh, the special's lit. Oh, he's got him. He's got the 5s ready.
He does have the 5s, so this is a good opportunity for him to really pick up some points.
This is huge here. Aiming for the 5 just short. There's a 5. That's a great shot there. And what happens if you make both 5s? Oh.
Then they come up for 5 again.
It's Paul picking up a 5, so showing off the strategy there of going for the drops fully, and he still makes about 20,000 for the ball, roughly on par with what we saw from the best balls from Mahesh and from Johnny. So I don't know. I'm still not convinced this is a good strategy.
Well, it's a little more risky, but there is a good payoff, as Paul just showed. So if he can pull it off, there's points there to be had.
And he definitely needed a good ball to work his way back into this game.
Yeah, he's right back in it at this point. But Phil is definitely not ignoring those drops completely, not even aiming for them, and trying to stick with those holes up top.
Yep. He seems a little more active with the nudging near the top of the playfield. You can see some action there as he's trying to influence the ball into those holes. And a good save there.
He's got the B and the C now.
Holes are 3,000. Get in your hole.
And there's 3,000.
No! Oh. Wow, that was really surprising to me. Not a place I would have seen the ball go there. I was expecting that to go straight through C.
Yeah, it was a really bad bounce out of there.
Somebody's got a jackpot.
Do EMs have jackpots?
I don't think so, but I hear Rudy screaming, so maybe. Let's see. Johnny's got 22,000, fourth place right now, but that doesn't necessarily mean he'll end up there.
No, and it's ball four, so we still got one more ball to play after this one.
He's got some tough drops to make, but he has been going actively for the drops.
Well, he's only got two, if I can tell, from on the left, and I think one.
Top and bottom on the left,
yeah.
and bottom one on the right. And those bottom ones, those have been the death targets. He's got full value in the ABC. Oh, nice there, $4,000.
And I mean, those pop bumpers are what? They're worth 100 a hit, so I mean, it's points, but it's not a whole ton of points, I guess.
Yeah, but if you can bounce into one of those stand-ups that are behind, whoo, how did that come back? If you can bounce into one of the stand-ups marked with the dance bonus, you'll get basically 1,000 for doing that.
Nice drop catch there.
Yeah, definitely, and that's where Johnny's concentrating. Even though he's only got the 2 drops left, it's I think he's definitely making the right decisions here.
Yeah, I mean, considering there's 4,000 on the upper holes and he still has to get those tough drops down to get the 5,000 for the payoff, it seems like the smarter choice.
And trying to bank it in off a bumper. And yeah, death by drop target, or death by the drop target bank.
Yep.
42,000 through 4 balls. Pretty solid, but we're seeing some good play from the other players. Mahesh Murthy's still in the lead at 48,000 through 3 balls.
And he's still got a ball left, yeah, so I mean, he can pick up some points and put some distance between him and Johnny.
All right. And ball 5 will be double bonus for players, so there's up to a 10,000 point additional opportunity for them. That was a nice roll there.
Yeah. So still opportunity for anyone to pick up this game at this point.
It's Mahesh at 56,000. It's going to be over 60 with the bonus here, and this is turning into an excellent game for him. 63,000 through 4 balls.
Yep, just a really good game for Mahesh so far. Paul's got some work at 25. And looks like he's going to stick with those drop targets. I mean, he made it pay off for him last ball, so he's thinking, I guess hoping he can do it again.
Just to tell you about how good the score Mahesh has here, this game was played in the A Division semifinals just a few minutes ago with Trent Augustine, Josh Henderson, Josh Sharp, and Carl D'Angelo, and the winning score was 57,000.
Wow.
So Mahesh already passed that, and the other players approaching it. The second place score in that game was 35,000. So all 4 players putting up a score that would have been second place in the A Division semi. As Paul reigns with 34,000 on the board through 4. And here's Phil.
Yeah, just a really tough group, I guess. Everyone's playing this game really well and taking advantage of all the points that's available to them.
This is some strong play. And what a bad
that's
break
just
there
not
for
fair.
Phil was pretty much on pace, and I guess you just want to avoid the house ball. You've been avoiding it to that point. Really bad here. But Johnny, this ball could determine whether he finishes last or better than last.
And looks like he's trying to focus in on those drop targets, maybe to pick up some extra bonus with that double bonus lit now.
Yep, and he's also got ABC already. Really fast to get through to ABC. So going up the top, getting 4,000s. He knows what he's got to do. There's a 4,000 and a bounce into one of those stand-ups. And where's he at on the drops? Pretty close.
He's got 2 on the right.
He's got the bottom drop on both sides, the hardest one.
Yep.
Top 2 on the right. Another 4,000. Another advanced bonus. This is looking really strong. Johnny will be over 70,000 at this point in his double bonus.
Oh, that was nice.
And yeah, 1 drop to go. But the 4,000 are up there. This is an interesting decision point. That was a nice choice. Flick it up there, try to get it into the hole. If nothing else, you get to the right. Oh, this is great decision making here by Johnny. 5,000. Yep. Oh, and it stays up. Another 5,000. Oh,
and the double 5. We got both of them there.
Unfortunately, he doesn't get credit for that other 5. It's
too fast on the EMs.
Wow, and what a bonus countdown. 106,000
Just an excellent
Johnny
ball.
Monica, just an incredible ball.
He basically
Yeah,
doubled his score on that ball 5.
Those 5,000s were even better because he even added bonus beyond the 5,000, so it was really worth 7,000s for every one of those shots he made.
Yep, just pulling it off when he needed it.
Incredible. And Mahesh can pull it off here. He's got 65,000 already, and he knows where he's got to do. I don't necessarily know that he had to go for drops there, but
He almost had it Lazarus back into play, but he just had his flipper up, unfortunately.
yeah, that was a little low maybe for full Lazarus. Boy, what a solid game for Mahesh. 72,000. He's got to feel a little snake bit to only get what looks like a second place here. But if one of these other players comes back to pass 72, that'll be a really rough third.
Yeah, I mean, with what Johnny...
Oh!
Wow.
And that was headed to the left out lane. No reason not to tilt there because he wasn't going to catch up to Paul. Paul wasn't going to catch up to Phil there. And so Paul locks in at a last place with 36,000. Phil... Oh, and a house ball for Phil.
Too bad.
I'm not sure about Paul's ball. And Paul may have tilted away a win there.
Yeah, maybe.
But in any case, boy, Johnny Monica, what a ball 5 for Johnny there.
Yeah, and just a really tough last two balls for Phil as well. It looked like he could have tried to put something together, but those last two balls just got nothing out of them.
Yeah, really strong play by all 4 players here. The ball 5 Lightning for Johnny Monica pulls him into a victory, and he is a perfect 6-0 through 2 games. Second place again goes to Mahesh, so he's at 4-2, and that is definitely striking range. He could win the next game and basically be only 1 win or even tied or ahead of Johnny, depending on where the next game finishes. Paul and Phil are both tied with a record of 1-5 through 2 games. So they can turn it around, but it's going to be difficult. Johnny at 6-0 almost has them locked out at this point. The next game will be World Cup Soccer, a favorite that I'm sure all 4 of these players are well familiar with, and we'll see that next year. Thanks for watching.